Welcome to another one of my videos. I must be absolutely stupid. It is howling and I am down at Dungeness. I'm by the boats because if you go that way as a southwesterly, it's chonking along the beach. You just couldn't fish it. We're going to go to Galloway's, but that's been scrapped. So a couple of hours of daylight, tide's coming in, so we're going to fish the couple of hours of daylight, then we'll have a crack in the dark and just see how it goes. Given we've driven 2 hours to get down here, it seems a bit stupid to drive all the way back again. So we're going to give it a fish. Don't know if we'll catch anything, but got to be in it, haven't you? That's just ridiculous. So that's 3 fish to 0. What's happening? What bait are you using?
What you gave me?
The same bait I gave you.
Well,
why?
Tapped off with a squid.
Well, maybe I need to put a bit of squid on the end.
I don't think it really makes a difference down
No?
why they've taken him right down. But...
Well, that's just ridiculous. Mine's doing nothing. Right, do not get too excited, but that is a fish. It is alive, it's a whiting, and I've just caught it. Rahey! Right, whiting, let's get you back, fellow. And I've got to catch Andy up. Andy's got 3, I've only got 1. I'm now turning into Victor Fish Meldrew. Andy has now got 4 to my 1. But Andy's reeling in more fish. I think today I've decided that Andy's just going to win. He's going to beat everyone who are coming down here. There's 2 more chaps turning up. And has Andy got another fish? Surprisingly, yes he has. So that's now 5. Well, there's something on here. But knowing me, it'll be a plastic bag. It'll be some sanitary product. What have I got? Whoa! We have fish. So now I have 3. Andy's got 5. I think basically I'm just going to give up. I'm going to give Andy the winning ticket because I'm not going to come back from this now. He is, as ever, spanking me. I'm not going to win, am I? There was me, Mr. Smug, thinking, oh look, I've just got a whiting and a dogfish. You've now done exactly the same and eclipsed me. What we're doing is, if we can't unhook the whiting, we're keeping them. Other than that, they're going back in. All right, this has been banging away, and oh yeah, another dogfish. Ooh. And another whiting. Right, I'm going to put a big bait on and lob that out, see if we can get a bass, is the theory. Right, you're lightly hooked, you can go back. You're off. And you're off. Derek has been fishing now, this is his 12th time, and 11 times he's caught nothing. And there is a very happy Derek, and there is the evidence. Well done. No, that's brilliant.
The length is over.
It is over. That's bought me a birthday present. What have you got there?
This is my homemade chili apple tomato pickle. Well, dip. It's a dip.
Dip.
Stick your finger in, try it.
Let's have a taste. Oh, how good is that?
It is, isn't it?
Yum, yum.
Homemade, homegrown chilies.
And go with cheese, very nice.
Homegrown apples.
Homegrown apples, goodness.
And green tomatoes.
Green tomatoes. Well, I'm going to give you 10 out of 10. And you've caught fish.
And I've caught fish.
This man's caught fish. And chili.
Brilliant.
It would seem, even with big baits on, we're catching dogfish. I would have been very happy with dogfish on Saturday. Go on then, fellow. Woo! I was just saying to Derek, there is a prize, not for the amount of fish, because Andy spanked us, but for a bass. And then I saw a stonking great bite on Derek's rod, and look what he's gone and caught. So, not only has he broken his duck today, that is a very decent fish, fellow. That's about 30 centimetres or thereabouts. I just want to give a shout out to Tom Thompson and BB Skunk. You very kindly watched my videos and put comments up, but I can't respond to them because there's obviously something on your Google settings that stops people replying to comments that you make out. But it is appreciated. And I also wanted to give a bit of a shout out and a bit of a remember to Terry, who's the husband of Angelina. And Angelina, you'll know who you are out there, but Terry unfortunately died and was an avid fisherman. And I had a really, really nice comment from Angelina saying that Terry would have fitted into our kind of crew with all the banter and the laughs that we have, because he was very competitive, he loved fishing. And he sounded a really nice man, and he died far too young. And I think sometimes we need to remember fishermen past, because one day we will be joining those fisher folk from the past, and one day I will be a bench somewhere on a beach. People will walk past and go, "Oh, I wonder who he was." And I really like walking down and looking at benches and speculating as to who these people were, what lives they led, where do they live, what do they do. And yeah, it always saddens me when people, you know, they keel over a bit too soon and they haven't had the opportunity to enjoy their retirement, or, you know, be as fortunate as me coming down here and doing all the things that I do with all these nice people. But this takes me back so far back in time with lights. But once upon a time, when I used to fish here 40 odd years ago, you would see lights left and right as far as you could see, even on rubbish weather days, because people used to travel from all over to come down here. Now, if there was a prize for the smallest fish, I think I've won it. I've just hooked it. I don't know if you can see. That's a little whitebait, and it was hooked. That's just bonkers. We've been catching whiting and dogfish, and there are some decent whiting coming out. There's a fine fish. That's a definite keeper if you're into cooking and eating them. This, I think, is a first for me. I'm going to show you this one first. This is Andy. So there's a dogfish. We all know what one of those is. And then this, that is an all-time first. That must have kind of recently hatched out.
Yeah.
It's just, they're such game little fish, aren't they? Look at that. That is, how long? 5 inches?
Yeah.
You got to say that carefully though. Oh, it's 5 inches long. Anyway.
Compare it to Daddy.
Well, yeah, there's kind of, that'll give you an idea as to size. Extraordinary.
5 ounce weight in between it.
That's just bonkers. How pretty is that little thing though? Here you go. We're getting towards the end of the evening, and Derek has decided he's going to go home. We're going to follow shortly. But the deal is, there was a Paulie prize for either the most fish, and Andy would have won that, because he is pissing me off yet again.
Smallest.
Yeah, smallest, largest quantity, I've just given up trying to even begin to catch up. Lee, dogfish, whiting, dogfish, whiting, dogfish, whiting. Me, dogfish, whiting, dogfish, whiting, dogfish, whiting. So then I thought, well, we can't really base it on that. We'll base it on the biggest bass. Derek caught himself a really decent fish, and he wants to go and catch the tail end of the pub. So I thought this would be a rather apt prize for Derek. And basically, it's a beer mug, and as you all out there know, beer is very close to my heart. And it says, "Sea fishing with Paul, fancy stuff, fish jumping out of water. Dungeness, 11th of November 2021, overall winner, Derek." Well done. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And Derek gets that so he can use it at the pub. Well done, chap.
Shake round, Derek.
Yeah,
Oh, thanks very much.
so you can drink.
I'll take this and treasure this.
Yeah, and drink
Put
beer.
this on the telly.
Well,
I'll take it to the pub and fish.
and drink beer. And I'm really pleased, fellow, that you broke your fishing duck.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
you did it in style
Yeah,
tonight.
thank you.
So yeah, have a safe journey back. How long is it going to take you?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Ah, it's going to take us 2 hours. Well, yeah,
Thank
pack
you.
up. See you later, fellow. So we've come to the end of another evening. Bit of a trudge home now, but it's been pretty cool, I have to say. We've had dogfish, 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 more dogfish, whiting, 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 loads of whiting. Obviously, the nice bass that Derek caught, and he was chuffed with the mug or the beer glass. So as you all know, I like beer, and I am going to go home. And even though it's quite late, I'm going to treat myself when I get in to a very late beer and maybe a bit of TV as well. And my round moon face is probably quite apt in the dark. So to all of you out there, big thanks for watching. Thanks for all the lovely comments. Look after yourselves. We caught fish tonight, and we're out again in a few days' time. We're going to go maybe down that away, Isla Sheppey way, maybe a bit further. Haven't really decided. Or we might go the other way down to Portsmouth direction. So have a good week, look after yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.